So hello everyone, in this video we are talking about data type, identifier, keyword and many more other stuffs that are basically related to the C++ programming language. So we are continuing our C++ series. In this video, let's discuss about the identifier first. Okay, without wasting our time, let's get the start. So basically the question is, what is identifier? What is identifier, right? Why should you need to use identifier in your code? Can't you avoid this identifier? So well, I would say yeah, you can avoid identifier. It's a pretty up to you whether you wanna use identifier in your code or not. So basically, what identifier is? So let's discuss about the definition as well, because everything starts from the definition. Once you understand the definition, so you can write your own code by your own. No need to cheat from anywhere. Okay. So basically, identifier is nothing. It's a unique name. Unique name means maybe your name is like XYZ. My name is Sakshi, and maybe some other people have their own name. It might unique. Sometimes you just think like, okay, we don't have unique name because in my class there are a lot of people with not my name as well, right? So you can't say that your name is identifier because identifier should be unique. So basically, what the name of your variable, like into val is nothing, is like a name of your variable, right? So what is val is? Val is identifier. So here we have a function func. Func is also identifier. So we have just try to understand the definition first. In C++ programming language, identifier are also unique names assigned to variable, function, classes, struct, or other entities within the program. Okay. So basically, what is the name you will assign your variable, function, and classes? Classes means the class itself, like the class when you write down the keyword class and then write down, okay, BCA class, BTech class, student, human, teacher. So you can derive your own class name by your choice. You can't you can't use same classes. You can't declare two classes at the same name. It will show some kind of error that hey Sakshi, you are trying to do that. That is not possible. Okay, so this is the identifier. So let's deep dive into it. Like as you do, as you have heard about the variable as well. Like variable, what a variable can be, right? So let's understand variable first. Then we will be moving to the identifier, because the identifier becomes a little bit complicated if you're not familiar with the variable itself. Okay. So variable is nothing. What about the name we'll assign? Call the variable, like int num. Num is a variable, nothing else, right? Also, you can update your variable as well. Variable means that can change. That can be changed. If you want to change it, you can change it, right? It's up to you whether you want to change it or not. So, variable is a name that you assign. Like into num is a variable. In variable, you can, the variable like a container, right? So container means as you store something in your, in your kitchen, as you store something in the storeroom, right? Storeroom, you have a lot of big boxes over there. So these boxes are variable because you are, storing some stuffs into it. So in the memory as well, we have, some kind of a storage, some kind of we have memory locations like RAM, and we have, secondary memory as well, like SSD. So what is this? This is a variable, right? If you give any name to this memory location like XYZ can store this stuff, like num can store this integer values. So num is nothing, it's a variable, like the name of that box. Suppose you have three boxes. I'm just giving you an example. Suppose you have three boxes. No, you don't have any name of these boxes. The boxes might be, different. Their sizes are different. So you know, say okay, the box number one have less size. So I would say okay, I would say it's a bowl, and I assign some values. What values? Any values like value, bowl, box. Suppose you write down the box. So box is nothing, it's the name of your bowl that can store 1 byte of data, right? So we'll be discussing this stuff as later on the video as well. So 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, so basically, you wanna understand the variable. Okay, so what is a variable? I have already confirmed to you what is exactly a variable is, right? So let's discuss about how we can, declare our own variables. How can we write the codes actually? Okay, so let's understand how can we do that. Okay, so we have num3, we have num7, and same as we have other values as well. So basically, creating a variable, what we need? We need nothing. We need memory. We need memory. If we have memory, we can, declare our variables. So also, variables should be meaningful. Okay. Like here, num shows that we have any number. Okay. So variables should be, readable, understandable. If you read the variable, you're gonna go understand. Okay, whose kind of value it is going to store in the memory. Okay, memory is for what? It will store integer number. Okay, so this is how variable can be used. So nothing else in the variable we'll be discussing. Variable can be start from the number. Also, one thing that I want to tell you, variable can only use three stuff. No, not a three. Capital alphabets, small alphabets, that they can be start from the capital alphabet, small alphabet, they can be start from the underscore, but they never ever start from the countings, the digits 0 to 9. But yeah, you can use digits as well. So there are four stuff that you can use while you are creating any variables. Okay, so this is the quick thing that I want to share. Hope that makes sense also, and also it might be helpful as well, right? So I'm trying to create some kind of the variables. So let's create some kind of the variable as well. Okay. So I'm going to that website. That is very, online compilers are dynamic. A dynamic means you can create your own data, but what is this? What is this happening? Why I can't? Okay, I was thinking what happened. Using namespace standard. Okay, suppose I'm creating int num equals some numbers. See out. Let's run it. Yeah, output would be num equal 34. Yeah, so 34 is nothing. Mm. So it is num is variable. Okay. Also one num. No, suppose I'm trying to create one num. Okay, one num. Let's let's see the output. You got shocked what the output is. It will show some another error because it's not possible. Yeah, it's showing okay. Numeric constant before it's unqualified ID. Unqualified ID is showing. That means like suppose here I said S. I just write only S. So it will be run very well. Okay. Next I'm creating float num3. Okay, equal 3 for this. Whenever I'm trying to num3 enter, no, I don't need to save it. Okay, it will show you the exact value. Num3 s1 num Okay, so you got my point that variable cannot be start from digits. It might start from any letter. So I also write down here int. Let's write capital. Let's write capital. Okay. No. Let's write capital and then trying to print that stuff. It doesn't show any error. It's valid. It's totally valid, and it will give you no just like change the value because it's going to be similar the small ones. Okay, it will print the different stuff. Okay, because in the C++, capital num and small m num are totally different. Okay, let's create another one. So we have created for the integer float. Let's create, yeah, bool. No, not for int. Bool, and for the bool we can write val true. Let's suppose print this. It will give true because we have true value, right? Yeah. No, yeah, yeah. Basically, for true, it'll no, sorry. Here, not here. Yeah. It will return for 1, and if I write false here, it will return 0. Let's see. It will return 0, a non-zero value. A non-zero value is always true. Let's suppose I write here any non-zero value. Okay, it will what it'll yeah, it will giving it will give you 1 because what happened is any non-zero value is considered as a true, but any zero value will give you 0 always because it's always false, right? So yeah, that will give you 0 as well. After that we'll be discussing about, so this is all about variables. Let's create any other variable as well. Int for the int, what we can create, for example, we can create some value, no, num5 any num. Okay, okay. Also, if you start this from underscore, it's totally valid. Let's suppose I print this one. Okay, no, underscore num 5, underscore num 5. So yeah, it's a valid. I said, right, I've told you earlier as well. You can't start your variable from, from 0. Okay, but not, I mean, from digit like 0 to 9. But you can start it from capital letter, small letter, and any, digit. No, underscore. So what is valid? What the stuff is valid? What is this? What is this is happening? I got shocked sometime. 0 to 9 is valid. Okay. 0 to 9 is valid. Capital, small. Capital small letter is valid and underscore valid. Cannot start from digits. Okay. And cannot start from digit, and yeah. If you talk about the length of the variables, so any length, I think any length can be. Any length can be. You can use any kind of the length. Yeah. Also, it depends like memory size. So if your memory size is not, it's a small size of memory you are using, so you cannot, because it doesn't, it it will store into your memory, so the length totally vary on your memory as well. So mm, okay, so this, oh no no no, what I did is, no worry, no worry. So this is the variable. Okay, so we have already discussed about the variable, so this is all about the variables. Okay, so let's discuss about identifier as well. So suppose I'm just creating some kind of the functions. So if you're not familiar with the function, don't worry. I'll create. I'll explain you another video as well. Okay. My next video is for variable functions. No, I don't think so. In another video, I'll be explaining the operator, and after operator, we'll be discussing about functions. Then we'll be moving forward for the conditional statements like for, while, do while, if else, if else, right? Switch case, and then we'll be moving forward for the flow, like flow, break, continue, and pass statement as well. So yeah, this is how we'll be explaining each and every stuff, right? So I'm just checking you. Give me some time. I'm just checking something, whether it will run or not. Then I'll explain you what is exactly a identifier is, right? Okay, okay, that's totally well. So let's write some values. Num2. Okay, we have num2 as well. We have okay, okay. Here we have void and sum. Void. It's nothing. It's a function. Okay. Return type. No, return type function, and then we'll be giving parameters. This is called the function. Function. This is what it is. This is called as function declaration. That we are declaring our function. Okay. And after this int main, we write we basically definition of function. Okay, so this is how it goes actually, and we'll be discussing after that identifier. Okay, so we'll be moving forward about the identifier. So I have already told you about identifier is unique name. Unique name or identifier. So here what is identifier? Sum is identifier, num is identifier, num2 is identifier, name is identifier. And one thing I'm trying to num equal this. Then we run this program. Yeah, it's showing redeclaration of it now. You cannot redeclare any value. That's why they are identifier. That's why they are unique. Okay. If you redeclare any stuff like same variable that I am trying to redeclare, right? It's showing some kind of error like, okay, Sakshi, you are redeclaring it and it's not possible. You cannot do that stuff, right? So this is why identifier is unique, because you cannot redeclare. Redeclaration means you are using the same name again. Okay, so this is not possible. This is variable function, and for example classes, let me show you some examples of classes. Okay, let me show you also very basic class. Okay, like as like class here. No, it's a very big class. Mm, let me let me show you a class as well. Okay, let me show you class as well, how you can declare your own class. So basically, mm, okay. So here you'll declare your class. Class means human. So this is called the class declaration. As if now don't get demotivated. Like if you're not familiar, uh, no, para property. Okay. I got confused what should be property and method. Method are kind of function, you can say, right? Property means some kind of the uh, data member, data member and member function. Okay, data member and member function, you can kind of say. Okay, so human is nothing. Human is also identifiers. So now you're getting understand what is exactly identifier is. Let's suppose I'm just trying to create another human. Okay, so let's see, is there like is it showing some kind of the error and not? Error and not. Let's okay, redefine. You are redefining the class. Class human. Name as a human. You are redefining. So it is not possible. So that's why you can say why it is unique. Because not you can your variable, you cannot redeclare your variable, you know. You cannot redefine your classes, and same happens with the function ones. Let's see for the function ones as well. Okay, let's suppose I have some sum for some. Okay, we have this function, and let's copy paste it. Let's let's do something different. Let's see what the output now it will show. It's showing declaration MB. Let's search this meaning of this word. I don't know what is this means. Clarity. That means it's kind of reducing clarity. It's showing old declaration this. I mean, 1 minute. I I do something, then I'll check whether it will run or not. Now it's totally fine. Let's write int. Let's search something, because is it possible to declare our function in C++? Let's search whether it's a possible or not. I'm not exactly sure whether it's a possible or not. Why is not searching? Okay. You can declare C++ multiple. Yeah, so declaration of function is possible. So, mm, If I can redeclare it, then not be an identifier, right? Yeah, because I for the identifier it should be unique. Function is function name is an identifier, but it follows different rules of variable. Okay, okay. It's a signature. It's also called as a signature. It doesn't contain. Yeah, it's a signature. It also called, declaration of any function is called a signature. So it doesn't, contain any memory. It doesn't contain any memory in your memory. It doesn't occupy any space in your memory. That means it's a prototype, nothing else. Okay. So this is what is an identifier is, right? So that's why they have included identifier into this. Okay. That's not all in the video. We'll be discussing a lot about this and this stuff. Mm. So I'm coming for just in 2 minutes. Okay, wait a while. So let's continue our video, okay? In my previous video, we have already discussed about, let's see, 1 minute, 1 minute. We are discussing about the variables, okay? Variables, no identifiers, okay. So we are moving forward. We are moving forward. I don't think so. You wanna know a little bit about now. Yeah. Here. You can see. Mm. No, it's asking about the Q. Okay. So I think I have already discussed a lot about the identifier. Let's discussing about the keywords tonight now. Okay. Yeah, here you can see this white spaces are not allowed. This is allowed. This is valid. I have already showcased you while using some stuffs as well, right? mm, okay. You can see one thing that all variables are identifier. Okay, all variables are identifier, but all identifier are not variables. This is the conclusion of the both differences. I've already explained you identifier variable, but the major point, the conclusions I have already okay, all variables are identifier, but not all identifier in are variables. Because what happened in identifier, now we have functions as well, we have classes as well, we have struct, we have different stuff as well. We are not using only variables in the sense of the identifier, so that's why the conclusion is like that. Also, what is invalid? White spaces not allowed. The major thing I didn't tell you, that white spaces are not allowed. White spaces means, let me very honest with you. Like here I just write in num3. Okay, so it will show some kind of error. That white spaces are not allowed. Between num and 3, you can use underscore. Yeah, numeric constant. No, it's saying okay. Let me do other favor as well. Num of value. This is what my variable name is. Variable name, I mean, it's or identifier, right? It's ask it's saying unexpected initializer before of. You cannot initialize your variable like that. Suppose I do one thing, I use only underscore, then run it. It will run properly. Doesn't show any kind of error. Execution is successfully. So this is what this is okay. What's going on? This is how you can create your own variable and identifier. So that's all in this video. No, that's all about the identifier. Let's discuss about the keyword would be the last topic of this particular lecture. Okay, also let me know if you need code also. I'll also I'll link it in the description as well. Description box, I'll link the code as well. Yeah, let me know if you need the code, then I'll provide you. Otherwise it'll delete automatically. Also, you can go through this website and you can try to write your own code as well here, right? So let's discuss about the keyword. What keywords are? It's a very simple topic. So in the most cases, what keywords are in C++? Keywords in C++ are reserved predefined words that have special meaning to the compiler and cannot be used as in identifiers. Right? Keywords are yeah, reserved word. Reserved word means I have already told you a lot of keywords: int, bool, char, float, long, and long double. We have already discussed a lot of char, signed, unsigned, char, base, break. No, I don't have even. This is also keyword. Okay, keyword is a reserved word. Suppose I'm a developer, right? You can consider I'm a developer and I develop a programming language. Suppose Sakshi. Yeah, the name of the programming language is Sakshi. Okay. I developed a language Sakshi and I developed some keywords in this language. That means I know the meaning of this word. How much memory it will occupy in our main memory. Only I know because I'm developer. You are a user, you want to know what is the meaning of this keyword, like what does meaning of this key bool. Bool is used whenever you have print true and false stuff. Char is used for character, same for double, same for float. Integer is for digits, right? Float is for decimal numbers. So this is thing that but behind the scene only I know because I was developer of that programming language. So that's why only I know the meaning of this programming language. You don't know the meaning of this language. So this is what I'm saying you, right? So yeah, after that we'll be moving forward as well. So we have a lot of types of keywords like data type and modifier in the sense of the data type. So I have already discussed a lot of data types: bool, char, int, float, double, long, short, signed, unsigned, char, varchar, right? Not a varchar, sorry for that. Varchar is it it used in JavaScript, not in that. Okay, we have control flow like for, else, if else, go to, switch. Okay, default, we have default there. Continue, break, pass. We have a lot of control flow in the keyword. A lot of keyword we basically use. So in the classes and object we have class, private, protected, public, this, virtual, friend, namespace, template. This is the keyword, right? And then we have memory management. In the memory management, dynamic memory allocation, you have only three keywords: new, delete, and size of. Size of source, the size of that variable, like int, the size of this integer, like that's how it works. Okay, whenever you want to know the size of this, let me also show you how size of works. Not this one, in this one, let me print size of num. Size of num, tell me what the output will be. How many bytes? 4 bytes. 4 is nothing, it's a byte. 4 byte. So integer, basically integer having 4 byte memory storage. So it depends which kind of the OS you are using. In 64 it's 4 bytes. Okay. So we'll be moving back. Yeah, we are discussing about the keyword, right? So let's discuss the keyword as well. Okay. So it's a very super duper simple. Okay. We are not talking about the style as well. So here you can see this a lot of types of keyword as well. Okay, you don't need to learn it manually. Whenever you do coding, whenever you write a lot of programs, you create a lot of programs, you will master on it by default. You don't need to write down in your notes and learn it manually. No. But yeah, at the sake of the knowledge, how many keywords are there. So in general we have 95 keywords. It's showing as well. C++20 has a total 95 keywords. C++20 what refers to 2020. It was 2020. Okay, programming language. It was 2020 edition and has a total number of 95. In general, you can say we have 100 plus keywords as well because it's 2026 is going on right now. So also a lot of developers have developed their own keyword. They are just searching, okay, we can also use this word as a keyword. So that's how they are increasing, and also they are modifying a lot of stuff in C++ programming. So that's why people prefer it, because It's evolving day by day, right? So that's why most of the people prefer C++ over Java, over Python, over other languages as well. But so that's why it's a major reason. So after that, we'll be discussing about some examples as well. Okay, so keywords are the reserved words that have some special meanings. Since their meanings are reserved, so we cannot redefine them or use them as a different purposes. Like you cannot, that meaning is, suppose mm, let's do something crazy. Let's do something crazy. I am trying to write down this. Let's do something crazy. Are you ready, guys? We are doing something very crazy. Let's see error. It's doing some kind of error. Let's see, guys, what is the error is. Okay. It's showing into main. Okay. Inspected unqualified ID before equal to your ID is not expected. Let's do one thing. Now it will work. It will work for sure. Right? Also, tell me the output of this. One thing. No. Tell me the output of this thing. Do you think it will show some kind of error that float is also a keyword? No, it not. It doesn't because what happened is now uh, we have we have this small letter float, not this capital. So suppose I also change something, it will also show you same output until you write the same float here as a variable name. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this showing here? Okay, I have changed. I didn't change it here, so that's why it's showing. Okay, let's run it. Yeah, it's working properly, right? Perfectly it's working. So that's how you can create your own, function. You can create your own identifier, variable, key. No keyword. You cannot declare a no keyword. Keywords are reserved words. You cannot change its own meaning. The only person can change who have the access, like the programmer or the team of the programmer, right? You cannot use anything. Even I also cannot modify anything because and also in the place of a variable I am trying to use this keyword and it's showing some kind of error. What if I close that window in where I created some. Okay, here it is. So so it is a function, right? Let's write in the place of a function. Okay, it's also okay. Unqualified ID. That means our function cannot be named as this name. You cannot use it in place of a variable, function, class. Let's try to write down. Let's okay. Let me do something. Suppose I write some class human, not human. No. Oh my god. Mm. Okay. Class is here. So that's how you can create a class. Yeah. Identifier before float. It's also not possible. Okay. So that's all about the keyword. No. We'll be discussing a little bit about keyword. Like we can discuss int is a keyword, right? Age No, int is a keyword here. If is a keyword here, else might be keyword here. Return is also a keyword here. So that's how a keyword can be used in your code as well. So that's all in this video. We'll be discussing in the next video about the operator. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the operator and then we'll be discussing about the function as well. So that's all in this video. So bye bye. Bye bye. See you in the next.